All right, guys, go ahead.
Okay, home opener.
Yeah.
Tell me some of your thoughts and about time.
I mean, really just excited. Been hearing a lot of good things about the fans here. So, I mean, we got off to a pretty good start as a team. So to come back home, 2-0 with our fans, so it should be exciting. I'm ready for it.
Home openers are always exciting, regardless of how many years you've been with the franchise. But the fact that this is your first one at Arrowhead, does that kind of up the ante a little bit for you?
Yeah, most definitely. Like I said, we got off to a pretty good start as a team, and to come home with a quality opponent, coming into the house. Those guys went overtime last year, and Lamar Jackson, he's coming into his own as a quarterback. So, everybody know about their defense. So, I think as a team, we just got to be ready to roll Sunday.
Since you guys got off to such a good start, where do you think your defense is right now?
We still got a ways to go. But I thought last week was a step in the right direction. Obviously, week one felt like we gave up a lot of big plays, especially in the pass game. And this past week felt like we handled that part, but we didn't necessarily handle the run. So it'll be a good test for us, especially against the Ravens, to kind of limit Lamar's big playability and then tackle.
Now, how does Patrick Mahomes help you prepare for a quarterback like Lamar? I mean, you face, Patrick, and they're talking about these two quarterbacks being on the field, but does what you have to face in practice get you kind of sharpened for a guy who's got a big arm with Baltimore?
Yeah, most definitely. I would say a lot of people talk about Lamar's running ability. I think he has one of the prettiest deep balls, for a quarterback in the league. So we got to be fond upon that, and we got to know who his weapons are. 15 vertically down the field, the rookie, he can fly. Reminds me a lot of our rookie, Miko. So, and then they got big body tight ends as well. So, but we've got great work throughout the whole year, especially going against Pat and the different looks that they give us. So obviously, Pat throws the ball a little bit more than Lamar. So, but hopefully, we just rally to the ball and tackle and keep everything in front of us. We'll get a win.
Now Lamar is turnover free. Do you guys take pride in a stat like that?
Yeah, most definitely. I think he had 7 pass touchdowns, no interceptions. So, like I said, he's coming into his own, as a quarterback. I think defensively, we got to challenge him, challenge his wide receivers. They're not a really big group. They can run, but they're not really big. So I think it's important for us to challenge them at the line of scrimmage and just force him to throw the ball over our heads.
Your first time against Lamar Jackson, but you've got a lot of teammates who faced him a year ago. What are those conversations like? And has Lamar changed so much from year one to year two that it kind of doesn't matter what he did last year?
Well, I think, just talking to a lot of guys, especially around the league, and I've always watched the kid, growing up, it kind of reminds you of the Kaepernicks, could really use their legs. A lot of the routes in the passing game are going to be simple routes for him to read, ID certain coverages. And then from there is just, us sticking to our man, and then, Chris Jones and those guys keeping him inside the pocket, making him throw the ball.
Seeing this defense overcome some adversity last week, what can that do just for this team building this year?
Well, it's just a confidence, boost for us. Obviously, we don't think about last season. I think each and every week, especially in the NFL, you just try to get better at something. And I thought last week we got better at something. And like I said, this week presents a whole new challenge for us. I think the first time we've played, a quarterback with that kind of big playability, in Lamar Jackson. So he's going to test us and stress us a lot Sunday. I think it's just important to get off the field, get the ball back to our offense, understanding the kind of game it's going to be. They're going to use as much clock as they possibly can to keep Patrick off the field. So defensively, we got to try to put our offense in position to really score this week.
Now, I know it's not your decision to make, but some of your guys on the team have been, recruiting Jalen. Is that something that you would like to see on this? Somebody that you would like to see on this team?
I think Jalen's a great player, but I think we just try to line up with the guys in our room. I think you probably wish you could play with certain players, but he's not in our room. So quite frankly, it doesn't really matter. But yeah.
How have you seen the defensive back room all together come together through a couple of weeks? Great play from Breland last week. Seems like Travarius Ward's been coming along a little bit. From your perspective, looking at those guys, how's their game coming along?
Well, it's just just about those guys. And, Breland's been in this league a while, so he's seen enough football to to kind of make certain adjustments. But I think those guys in particular, just really consistency, just playing each and every week, how they played last week. And, I think they have the ability to do it just about them going out there and, just putting it on the line, play in and play out.